Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped. I have arrived at Mulgari. The legend that is Darren is just over there. The car's in. As you can hear from the opening, it's very squeaky and very pop and bangy. Yeah. So in this video, we're going to talk through all the things that we're going to do with the car, and then Darren might throw some surprises in as well. But this should be good. I'm getting Ruby Roadster back to a state where I actually want to drive her. Testing.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, we're doing a video for me.
I know, right? It's all going to go wrong, you know that, don't you?
Loads of Project PP stuff coming in the new year. No, we are in the new. Oh, no, we'll start that one.
We're not in the new year.
This
yet.
is in the.
Oh, it goes out in the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, you can't swear on the channel.
Oh, sorry, man. You must have a beep button. You know me.
So yeah, this is just before Christmas, but this video is going out in the new year.
Yes, allegedly so.
Yeah. So cool. Anyway,
shiny bits.
Shiny bits.
We like shiny bits, don't we?
Two main elements on here: brakes and suspension.
Yes.
Shall we start off with suspension?
Yes.
So I've got a terrible knock. Those coilovers on there are ready for the bin.
Trash.
They are.
Yes.
But these are lovely. So what are these? Obviously they're from Bilstein.
They are Bilstein.
Massive shout out. Thank you very much, Aaron.
They are
for sorting us out with this.
B14.
B14.
So fixed damping with spring perch adjustment, so for ride height adjustment.
Yeah.
It's funnily enough the same kit that we fitted to PP.
Well, see, the whole genesis of this work we're doing on my Mini was all the work we'd done on Project PP. I went, can we just do that on mine? And
I want shiny bits.
You went, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. So this is exactly what we put on the little little Project PP Mini.
These even got shiny new top mounts and all sorts. So because of what's coming off this car, they have their own top mounts with camber adjustment and all kinds of stuff which we don't need.
Yeah.
So we've restored it back to factory top mount front and rear. We'll set the ride height up to be similar to this. You can find a bit more on the front to reduce the rake. That'll be handy, and then it can settle for a bit, and I'll do some magic with the geometry.
Cool. And then these calipers, from a distance, look exactly like the Brembo calipers that I took off the car to put the Alcons on.
Absolutely.
But these are basically the same, but just
they're a copy, and they're perfectly adequate for these. They're not out of the Brembo stable, but I mean, they are effectively a barefaced copy. We fit loads and loads and loads of them. They do very well. Yeah. I think if you were picking, the finish probably isn't quite as good, but nah.
But we might be able to do something cool with this.
Oh, we will.
Here.
We'll do some of that.
There's some Darren magic happening. Okay, so the calipers are the same as what came off, and you might be thinking, well, you put big brake kit on because you weren't getting the performance. Well, I'm just not tracking the car like I thought I was going to.
Yeah, because you're not doing track work all the time.
On a road car,
it doesn't make any sense to have the track set up on there. They're a bit too overkill for road.
Oh yeah, but these discs, they're still much more meaty than what came off.
Yes.
Off the standard, because they're drilled and scored.
Yep.
They look cool. I like the colour.
Look cool.
They're going to go really well with the wheels.
Yeah, I was going to paint them red for you.
Yeah, they look that colour's really cool. So that's what's going on the car.
It is.
And you're going to do the work because I'm not trusting myself.
Yeah, he always does it. Coming in here and getting me to do the work. How very dare you?
Go on. What we have done it already is when the car came in, you measured the ride heights.
Yeah, so I know where it is now.
Because I've got a particularly aggressive geometry on that car. Yeah. I've got very big rake, probably a bit too much rake.
Too much, really, yeah.
So when the car's finished,
loads
of camber, we're going to take that off a bit.
Yes.
So you're basically going to do your Mulgari Magic
Darren
setup.
And we'll cover a little bit of it, perhaps when you pick it all up, so you can understand where we've just come back away from a track setup. Yeah. Because you're not using it for track. It'll be great on track. Yeah. But out there on the street, it's
and it's not going to go.
Not if I can help it. No. You might.
Yeah. Like woo.
But yeah. So we'll do all this, and then there'll be some tuning alterations as well, won't there?
Yes.
To get rid of all the theatre.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a bit later because you can tell me what you're going to do. Right, go on then.
Change it, I am.
Right, cool. You've got to get the wheels off
first. What you do usually is just throw it at the car like this. Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Off you go, mate.
Bye, mate.
They are big, aren't they?
They are massive.
Like really, really massive.
I fucking knew it as well. It's like I've got a sixth sense. So this has got bolted union.
Yeah.
Yours have an M10 threaded pipe. You'll need replacements. So luckily for me, I have a different set of hoses for you as well.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Otherwise, we can fit them, but they won't work.
Well, that's good. They won't squeal, though, will they?
Done.
Yes. See, there's hardly anywhere on them at all.
No, there isn't actually. They're in really good shape.
I've done literally one track day, and I only went out twice. Is that the one with the rut on it?
It's the one with the rut on it to go on the right-hand side of the vehicle.
Yeah.
You may ask, why are the spirals going forwards?
Why are the spirals going forwards, Darren?
I thought you might.
Yeah.
It's to do with the vents in here. The vents are not straight.
Yes.
The vents are always at a specific angle. So the disc is stronger in one rotation than it is in another. So it's got absolutely nothing to do with this bit, the pretty bit, and everything to do with the bit down inside here.
There you go. Right. New sexy discs going on. Obviously, they won't stay that colour for long.
No, they won't, you're right. But that'll be all right.
Look at that. You stop to get a coffee, and the new calipers are on already, look. And red braided hoses. What's he doing now? Oh, he's just putting some copper slip on the back of the lube.
No copper here.
Oh, sorry, it's lube. I tell you what, the old ones could have done with that actually on the disc itself. Is it going to fall off now?
Yeah, pretty much.
There you go.
Ooh.
Can you feel it moving already?
Half seized up.
So here we have Darren fitting the Bilstein damper, Nick taking photographs of the Bilstein damper, and a Bilstein picture in the background.
Product placement, boys. Product placement.
Product placement.
Shiny.
Look at those bad boys.
Definitely much better than what we've removed.
Yeah. Now, while Darren works away in the background on the car, let me show you a couple of the trim bits. Now, I mentioned in my video last week that when we dechrome the car, we basically use black vinyl to dechrome it. And that's fine, but it's just showing its age now because it's maybe 3 or 4 years later. So my good mate Sam at SMPS 2012, who supplied me loads and loads of bits for Ruby Roadster. You can see the Union flag tail lights from here. He has a complete set of dechrome parts that he sent me. So that includes the headlamp and tail lamp surrounds, very cool. The over the top of the, should we go that round? So that's the top of the front radiator, and then this is underneath the front radiator in red. I think that's going to look really cool with the other red bits on the car. Door handles. And some more dechrome tape. I think actually I dechromed it not that long ago. But he did send me this set quite a while ago now, and I just haven't had time to fit it. And I did think I was likely to do some kind of project on the Mini, so I was going to leave it and do it all at that time. The time is now. This has been in a box in my shed, and I hadn't actually opened up the box because I knew what was in it, and I've found a bar of SMPS 2012 chocolate. It's been in my shed for about 6 months, maybe even longer than that, might be 9 months. I don't know whether there's a eat before, but I don't know whether I'm brave enough to eat that. But thanks, Sam. Excellent. But I'll put all SMPS 2012 details below. If you have a Mini and you need trim bits, they are the go-to place for trim bits. And I'm pretty sure I've still probably got a discount code active. If I've got one, I'll stick it in the description below. But yeah, these are just going to finish off the car brilliantly. So we don't need to change the rear brakes. I upgraded these when I did the fronts. These are EBC discs and uprated pads. But what we do need to sort out is the shocks in there, and also the Ming. Ooh.
Manky stuff.
It's manky, that is.
that's what happens. People put bolts in without any Yeah. Oh yeah, see, double hard.
You got good action there.
I know.
I reckon that's even something I could have done.
Almost.
Do you almost?
Obviously, you'd have to put your coffee down.
I'm busy. I'm filming.
I know, right? You're doing that trying to look busy thing like me, aren't you?
Yeah. I do it way better than you, mate.
You do, mate. I need a bit more practice.
Mate, have those shocks got somewhere to actually clip the cables?
They have. You know, the brake line here and the brake wear cable here, although it is tied in a knot, we need to sort that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's much better than just...
cable tie. Yeah.
I mean, cable ties are good, but this is the right way.
Yeah.
Much better.
And look, I can see a picture of the Nürburgring on there as well.
Yeah, but that obviously adds about 5 horsepower.
That's got to be 5 horsepower.
At least.
Sorry, my engine bay's not very clean.
Disappointed in you, mate. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
That's the worst thing. And everyone goes, really disappointed in you. That's the worst.
It's the worst one, isn't it?
So, as well as suspension and brakes, as I mentioned in last week's video, this has stage 2 tune, but the map has pop and bang mode. No. When you're in sport mode. I don't know whatever possessed me to think that was cool. What I wanted was, I love a car when you get organic, like a pop or a bang or a
you
crack.
back off and you get
on over
an
it.
organic
I quite
pop and bang.
I quite like that, especially if it's followed by a massive flame out the exhaust.
Yep.
So, what are you going to do to help me out on that one?
Well, the pop and bang map is going in the bin.
So that's just a bit of software that tells the engine to overfuel on liftoff.
On overrun. In effect, yes. You can overlap a bit of ignition timing as well, so you fire as the exhaust valves open, and that creates a down the exhaust system, which, if like you're running a sports cat, obviously you get that out the back. If you do that on a car with a standard cat, it will fold that catalyst brick inside out quite quickly.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, it blows big holes in it. Literally blows big holes in it as if someone shot a gun through it.
Okay.
Horrible.
So you can get rid of that.
Yeah, so what we will do, what I do with everything is I'll take a record of what's on it first. So we've got that recorded in case for some reason I have a bad day. I'll then go back factory bone stock first. So with the latest version of software that isn't locked, which isn't an issue with these. And then I tune from there. The reason for going back with a factory bone stock file is that I have all of the bugs worked out, especially when it's an updated version. You might find that there's 3 iterations of the software available for this that it hasn't had. So we'll put the most modern one on there.
3-4 years maybe since I had it done.
So there's undoubtedly going to be at least 1 revision to the factory software. So if we can get that on there, bug fixes and all, and then we work from that point forward based on the hardware that's fitted to it currently, so we know about the downpipe. As part of that process, we'll health check it, so we'll go through plugs and service requirement stuff anyway, probably do that at the same time. And really then, because the hardware on it is all ready for a stage 2 tune, because that's what we have, we'll write our own version again.
Cool.
In the way that we do with our linear delivery and everything else, but we'll no pops and bangs.
But 1 million horsepower.
1,000,001.
1,000,001.
That one makes all the difference.
We've got 5 because of the sticker on the back.
Yeah, I'd sort of 1,000,006 then. Wow.
Yeah, wicked.
Good job of doing brakes.
But for me, so these cars stock were about 211 horsepower, something like that. This is running about 270, I think, when we dynoed it, and about 400 newton meters. That kind of number. 400
sounds about
something
right,
like that. I'm not that. For me, it's about the drivability. It's not about the outright number.
That's the thing that
I've driven a car that you've tuned before, and it's the way the power comes in, not necessarily what that outright number is.
It's
and that's
quite funny. I don't number chase, and I never have, and I don't like to. I'm more inclined to try to get the curve as linear, as, if you like, as is humanly possible. a lot of these N14, N18 engine cars, I undersell the horsepower, expected horsepower figure at around 260, 270. We've had a lot of them, albeit some of them with some of my other bits like my turbo and manifold and so on, that have exceeded 280, 290 horsepower, and they've got up into the mid fours on the torque delivery as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's realistic to expect that this would actually end up doing a very similar number to what it's doing now. It would just deliver that power in a different way.
Yeah. Because this one, when we ran it stock before we put the tune on, and it was running 238 stock.
Yeah, so it was a good one.
Yeah, so it's a good one.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
And we're not going to change the
disparity.
internals, and it's not. It's already got all the hardware on it to run that. I just want.
Yeah.
I want to get rid of the pops and bangs, but at the same time, just
further refine it.
Yeah, it's almost like I've gone down the let's make it into a track day car, and then thought, no, and then I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, we're just
and
backing up.
I want it to be a nice, pleasant car on the road.
Yeah.
And I want it, I want it to be quick.
Yeah.
Which it is.
And enjoyable.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, the tractability of the linear torque delivery is the bit that makes the difference, because whether you're out on B roads or whether you're on a motorway or wherever you are, if you have, and I have this conversation with people a lot, if you have a tune that delivers, in my terminology, like a sledgehammer in a very narrow band, it feels quite lively and it feels quite pokey, but for a very narrow window within the rev range.
Yeah.
Everything after that point is noise. You're still burning a lot of fuel and everything else, but you're not accelerating down the road anymore. So if you can bring it on a little less ferociously at the bottom end, and then retain the delivery of that torque in a nice linear curve, the thing that I keep getting fed back from people is that it feels relentless. It never seems to run out of power. And it might not be quite as sledgehammer delivery, which is the whole point, but because it never feels like it's ever running out of power, it feels quicker over a wider band. And that, from a B-road hack point of view, or down the coast at the weekend or whatever, I think that's far more fun.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going. And I'm going to clean the engine bay up, because this messes with my OCD.
It's really bad. Really, really bad.
It's pretty scruffy, isn't it?
I did clean it once, but...
During the war? Like I said...
Oh no, I've just dropped leaves all over your floor.
Coming in here, making a mess.
Anyway, so that I'm really looking forward to that. But no more pops and bangs, and that means I'll be able to use sport mode
without it going.
Which firms the steering up a bit and just makes it nice. So very much looking forward to
that. That's it. Happy days. Cool beans.
So there you go. I reckon that's about time to wrap this video. There's still plenty of work for Darren to do on Ruby Roadster, but I cannot wait to see what happens, to see what she looks like next. It's going to be, the next time I see her is probably going to be in like 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks time, I guess. But I know that she's going to look amazing, because I think Darren's going to do a few little tweaks that he's not going to tell me about, just little touches, little Mulgari touches that she'll be very, very proud to wear. But before I say goodbye, a massive thank you to Aaron at Bilstein for the support on this project. And a huge thank you to Darren, as always, and Nick, who's the legend. He's taking pictures for Bilstein over there. They're doing a bit of a photo shoot. And I shall see you on the next video. But if you enjoyed that, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. Anyway, you take care, guys. I shall see you on the next video. The next time you see Ruby Roadster, she will look very, very different. You take care, guys. Drive safe.